Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just getting things kicked off here. So we're going to give it probably 5 minutes or so as people come in. Glad to see everyone here. We have a fun night planned. So looking forward to having a bunch of really awesome companies and recruiters share open jobs and roles that they're hiring for. Hopefully we can get some people hired tonight live, which would be super cool. And yes, we're going to kick off here in about 5 minutes or so. I see Jared just popped into the room as well. I see we got Kendall in here too, popping in. What's up, guys? How's it going? And if you do want to turn your video on, you're more than welcome to do that. I don't know if you're joining from mobile or web. If you're on, you could turn your camera on if you'd like. You'll be able to screen share on web as well. So if you want to go through anything, it'd be great to have you guys join on web. For people just tuning in, just coming in, what's up? How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Feel free to pop open the room chat. If you're on web, it is on the right-hand side. If you're on mobile, it's the tab at the top. Pop open the room chat, share where you're from, what you're working on, what I guess your title is, what company you're with, what kind of roles and stuff you're looking for, all of that good stuff. And we'll get things kicked off here in just a few minutes. What's up, Jared? How are you? I don't know if you're still in the clubhouse room or if you're with us yet. So
no, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, cool. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm excited about this first room that I've been able to host in Entra. And I'm really excited for the recruiters on stage to see the quality of the community that's in Entra. And, I'm just in this recession that's happening. It's really important to make sure that we put in front of you the top tech and Web 3.0 companies that are actively hiring right now so that you can at least have them in your Rolodex just in case your company's on shaky ground. If you've definitely dealt with a layoff, then maybe this is the ideal opportunity for you. But it's always good to, and if you're trying to break into tech or you're trying to switch roles to be in a more stable place, this is the place for you as well. So I'm really excited about this room, really excited to be here. And for everybody to experience Entra as well if you've never been in this app. So I think we can kick off fairly soon. What's up, Glaze? What's up, Kendall? What's up, Larice? So as we promoted, Meta, Amazon, and Google are going to be in the building, and that's exactly who they are. So we're going to have everybody introduce themselves shortly, and we're going to get into it. But before we get into introductions, just to let some more people fill into the room, some more recruiters and some more audience members, Michael, I'd love for you to just kind of introduce Entra and just let people know if this is their first time in here, what is possible in this app, the marketplace and the job boards and everything else that, is possible in Entra. I'd love for you to give a little preview of that.
For sure. Yeah, I'm super excited for this. Welcome everyone on stage, and for people in the audience, if this is your first time joining an Entra event or live stream, welcome. We're glad to have you here. And I think this is going to be a very important kind of event series that we'll start doing now with Jared and some of these amazing recruiters and talent acquisition specialists and hiring managers here on stage tonight. And we're excited to help get some people some jobs and some opportunities. We're excited to help companies find amazing talent. I can see people already posting in the room chat where they're from, what they're looking for, and stuff like that, which is fantastic. I'm going to go through the platform here in just a second for people who are unfamiliar. And I think it's going to be really great for everyone to kind of get a glimpse at all the different things that you can do here on Entra. Obviously, this is one of our kind of virtual events. You can do live streams and a bunch of other things that I'll get into here in just a second. But if you are, thanks, Jared. If you are a recruiter and if you have job opportunities and stuff, or if you were one of the speakers that we reached out to beforehand, please click the raise hand button so we can bring you on stage. And Jared will bring you up. here so that you can dive into things. And we'll get things kind of kicked off here in just a second. We are also recording this, so we'll put this out also for people who have to drop off, or for other people as well. We'll get this shared around Twitter and LinkedIn and other places as well for people who are looking for opportunities. But we want this to be a great place for people to find job opportunities, but also to have companies and people who are hiring, give them a place to find great high quality tech and Web3 talent. So I'm going to get into everything here. You should be able to see my screen. So what's cool about Entra is we have video and screen sharing on both web and mobile. So you're able to, do basically everything that you can do on Zoom or Google Meet or anywhere else here in these rooms. You can do your interviews here. You can meet people here. You can do your follow-ups here, all of that through our platform directly. You can see all the controls and everything down here. The room chat, like I mentioned, is right here. You definitely are going to want to, chat, drop what you're doing, what you're working on, what kind of jobs and opportunities you're looking for in here. The recruiters will be paying attention to this room chat, and we'll be dropping the job links into the room chat as well for people to apply for. So with that being said, let me take you on a little tour here of the app. So this is obviously our web app. We have an iOS and Android app as well. This is the home feed. So you'll see a bunch of cool content and what people are working on and dropping links and sharing content and all sorts of things here. I would definitely recommend everyone do the giveaway here for a free Entra Pro membership. This gets you access to record meetings and events. It gets you access to discounted transaction fees. It gets you access to all the deals and discounts that we have with 120 different partners on software and services. It's really cool. Kind of tying into our marketplace, this is where all the jobs and gigs and stuff are listed. So here we have, and we've partnered with all the top tech and crypto companies that are hiring right now to help them find talent and to help them get great people into their platforms. So you have our featured job section here, and you can very easily post a job. So any recruiters or hiring managers out there, or even some of the recruiters and people on the stage, you can very quickly, easily create a free job posting, title, company, all that. You can add in your website description, location, experience level, all of this. And basically what we'll do is we'll basically send an email and a notification to all the relevant candidates based on their profile for these jobs and opportunities. If you do a featured job post, we'll definitely, you'll get over 300,000 impressions a week here on this, plus be featured in our newsletter and everything as well. And we're looking forward to helping more and more companies get jobs and helping more and more people find awesome roles and new careers. So on the calendar page, this is where all the events and stuff that are going on the platform. You can do virtual events, but you could also post and create a in-person event if you are doing that as well. Live streams are public live events that anyone can pop into. Meetings are only private rooms and private meetings that only the people with the invite to can join. You can use the network section to search and filter people by location, roles, interests, all of that. We're rolling out communities soon. And that's pretty much everything. We have a ton of really awesome people in here. You can sign up and log in with your crypto wallet if you want to as well. We have a lot of features coming soon for utilizing your crypto wallet. We also have this point system built in that you'd be able to get crypto rewards and other rewards for later on as well, and a bunch of cool things. So with that being said, I'll kind of stop my screen share there. I'll pass it back over to Jarrett. It looks like we have almost 90 people in here already, which is great. And if you guys can, please click the plus button in the invite button and share this out to people on Twitter or on LinkedIn or anywhere by text message. And let's try to get some more people in here, especially people that are looking for jobs or opportunities. This is going to be a great event for them to join. And if you tag us on social, at Join Entre, we'll definitely repost it. We'll follow you back and all of that as well. But we'd love to get some more people in here too throughout the event. But with that being said, Jared, I'll pass it back over to you. We'll kick things off, and excited to get started here.
Absolutely. So this is where the fun part comes in. You're going to learn about all the individuals on the stage, what companies they're with, and then we're going to get into the job roles. So just introduce myself. My name is Sharon Boyd, and I've been in the tech space for over, 15 years. Started my career off at IBM in 2006, and then worked at startups for over a decade. And I stumbled on an app called Clubhouse back in 2020 and saw an opportunity to connect people looking to break into tech to tech, coaches, tech recruiters, tech hiring managers, to, make it more accessible to everybody, increase the diversity, more women, more accessibility, LGBTQ. And we've had a lot of success on that other app with over 100 people getting placed in tech jobs in a similar format as this. And I met Michael on Clubhouse, and once he started building out Entre, I've been seeing the growth and development of it. And I'm excited to partner with him to bring all the amazing tech and Web3 companies that have been in my network through these rooms and through the conferences that I've been in to experience Entre, experience this amazing network of professionals that are already here and the ones that will be joining. So that we can do what exactly we want to do, which is connect you job seekers with amazing job opportunities. So the format of this room is very simple. We're going to do first just quick introductions. And then once we do the introductions, we're going to go back around, and then each recruiter is going to go ahead and dive into the opportunities that they're looking to hire for, how they want you to reach out, and any advice they have for you as job seekers. And then from there, we can just potentially have some people come up and shoot their shot, but we'll just kind of see how it goes from a time perspective. But at the very least, you're going to understand who everybody is on the stage, what roles they're hiring for, and how to reach out to them. And that way we can make connections and, get you at these companies and then help these recruiters fill their quota. Again, if you're a recruiter or hiring manager, I invited you to the room and you're not already on stage, feel free to raise your hand. I'll see you and I'll pull you up so that you can go ahead and take advantage of the opportunity to talk to these job seekers. All right, so we're going to go in the order as I see it on the screen. And we're going to go first with Kendall, then Kevin, then Laurice, Jordan, John, Glaze, and then Sharon. So Kendall, please let everybody know where you work, what you, and do your thing, a little quick intro.
All right, perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Kendall. I do talent acquisition or IT recruiting at Amazon. I recently just switched over to robotics and artificial intelligence. I've been doing this for about 7 years now. I love this space. I'm actually learning this new robotic space, robotics and artificial intelligence. So we are, building a lot. So my teams are building a lot of the robots that are going to be in the fulfillment centers, making it, same day shipping things, same day shipping available, and make it more faster and efficient. So I'll get back to the roles I'm looking for when it's my turn again. But yeah, that's me. I'll pass it to Kevin.
And Kevin, if you're speaking, your mic is still on mute. All right, cool. I'll go back to Kevin in a bit. Laurice, which representing Google, please do a little quick introduction.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Michael, for hosting, and thank you so much for Jared for inviting me to this space. So I've been in corporate recruiting, for about almost 5 years now. I started off at Capital One, and now I'm at Google. I am a tech recruiter for our platform and ecosystem organization there. It houses products such as Android Console, Chrome OS, Chrome browser, Google Photos, things like that. Although that's where I support, I do have visibility into other areas of Google as well. So hopefully I can find some matches here for senior software engineers. That's what I'm primarily looking for. And I'll pass it to Jordan.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Laurice. My name is Jordan Smith. I'm from Statesdow. We are a Web3 Y Combinator. I think that's the easiest pitch for a lot of people who understand, Silicon Valley and the tech world. I myself, I used to work in tech. I worked at Adobe for a little while. Worked at a company called CA Technologies doing business development. And then my last, I guess you would say, traditional job, Web2 world, was at Morgan Stanley doing wealth management. And I've been in crypto for the last year and a half full time or so. And now I'm doing business development for StateStyle, and StateStyle's parent company. It's called Code States, and Code States is the largest coding boot camp out of South Korea. So yeah, I'm excited to learn about everyone today and see if we could onboard more people into the Web3 space.
Awesome. So passing back to John.
Hey everyone. Thank you for taking your time to be on this platform. I was involved with Entra for a bit as a QA for quality assurance for Entra platform. I did move on to my own startup, Xfera, and that's where I gained a lot of my experience in technical recruiting. I joined Site Impact as a technical recruiting consultant. Now I'm working independently. I'm a big advocate for transparency in recruiting. So I'm currently recruiting for a variety of roles related to sales, marketing, and software technology in major cities such as Houston, Texas, Southern California, Irvine, California. I'm currently very active with Sharon Boyd. We are a small satellite company, so we're looking for C++ developers. So check out my profile on Entra. You can email me at johngabriel.wintrum@igniterec.com. It's on my profile, and I look forward to getting to know you. I'll hand it over to Glaze.
Hey, real quick too, what's up, JG? Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you as well. Sorry for being gone for so long. I've been doing
That's all good, man. No worries. Glad to hear you're doing well. For the recruiters and also people maybe in the audience that have opportunities, please either drop the link to the job posts that you have in the room chat, and people will be able to apply as we're going through this. The other thing that you can do is post the job the jobs that you're hiring for on Entra directly, and then our team will help find you some great applicants as well, during this event, but also after the event as well. But just want to throw that out there to make it easier, and so that we can get some applicants going live to the job postings for everybody too. I think Glaze is up next. Glaze. Hey,
Thanks,
Glaze.
Michael. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here today. Just wanted to first off say thank you to Michael and Jarrett for hosting, and a big thank you to Jarrett for the last couple of years and hosting and being a part of this community and really helping everyone bring all the recruiters together. So it's been a great platform coming from Cloudhouse and then over here. So my name is Glaze. I'm based in Toronto. I'm a senior tech leader at Meta. I've been in recruitment and tech recruitment now for over, I would say, like 14 years. Primarily at Meta, I am recruiting for machine learning opportunities, and then also some data scientist opportunities. And we're heavily.
If you're just coming in on Clubhouse, we're doing this event over on Entra. I have the link pinned at the top there. You can click the link and join on mobile web, or you can download our mobile app as well and pop in. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I thought I was on mute in the room.
Okay.
Just restreaming this out on Clubhouse. So, Glaze, sorry for interrupting.
I was wondering what happened. I was like, have I been talking this whole time and I've been on mute?
No, that's so my bad. I accidentally, I turned the volume off, but I forgot to unmute. So apologies, and continue. Yeah, I'm trying to get some more people to come through from our Clubhouse as well.
That's okay. So I just wanted to say I'm primarily looking for machine learning and data scientists here and heavily recruiting for our Toronto office that will be built by 2023. However, we do have remote opportunities all across North America. If there are other roles that you're looking at on the career site, I can definitely be a resource for you. Just feel free to reach out via LinkedIn, and I can see how I can support you from there. Thanks so much, and I'll pass it on to Bez.
Hello, thank you, Glaze, and Michael and Jared, thanks as always for hosting this on this platform. I'm a headhunter, executive search person, and doing work mainly in healthcare, tech, and Web3. I do have four specific roles I'm currently recruiting for today, and yeah, been either in recruiting or HR for let's say at least more than 5 years, and I've learned a lot by making a lot of mistakes, but I love what I do, and hey, passing it on to, I think, Sharon.
Hi guys. Hi, Michael and Jared. Thank you so much for hosting this space. I am Sharon Boyd. I am the senior diversity lead for G&A with ServiceNow. I am also a certified diversity recruiter and a certified DEI practitioner. I also have a consulting business on the side where I do consult with other companies with DEI issues and also with talent acquisition. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. I posted my link in the room chat. I am recruiting for several positions, but I have main visibility within ServiceNow. So if it's an opportunity at ServiceNow that you're interested in, you can apply. Send me the link and the job description, your job description and your resume, and I can give you a referral. So please connect with me on LinkedIn. And again, Michael and Jared, thank you so much.
Thank you all so much for coming in and supporting on these inaugural Tech and Web3 recruiting event that we're having tonight. So unlike Clubhouse, where we had such a huge stage and like a bombard of recruiters popping in, so it was kind of like you had a quick little spiel and then that was it. We want everybody on stage to have the space to really get into, here is what I'm looking for, here's the experience, any advice you want to give for the audience so that you can come away from this with your ideal candidates in your queue from this room. As Michael mentioned, you can put these roles on Entra as well. And because you showed up to this room today, we're going to give you extra support in terms of screening and finding you candidates, because my whole thing is anybody that supports me, I want them to be supported, double. And I want you to get an extreme ROI out of this event. So just for being here, I'm going to make it a personal mission, and so will Michael, to one, you're going to get connected with these amazing people in the audience, but we'll also make sure that you get some amazing connections through our marketplace. So because we promoted Google, Amazon, and Meta, I would love to go with them first and just give them the floor to talk about their roles. And just in the spirit of chivalry, we're going to go ladies first. So I'm going to pass the mic to Larice. And I would love for you to get deep into all the roles that you're hiring for, the locations, et cetera. Then we'll go with Glaze from Meta, Kendall from Amazon, and then we'll just kind of go popcorn style from there. So Larice, please unmic. And yeah, you have the floor for as long as you like.
Thank you so much, Jared.
Also, Larice, real quick. Also, if you're, I don't know if you're on web or not, but if you want to screen share or go through any of like the job postings themselves or anything like that, we can do that too. I don't know if you knew that or wanted to do it, but we have that ability also. Just wanted to throw that out there too.
Yeah, definitely. So from my screen, I'm going to be looking at the internal because it has more detail. So I want to share that with you all. And then I'm going to add the link to the room chat.
Fantastic. Okay, perfect. All righty, cool. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much, Jared. Okay, so the first role that I want to share with you all is an engineering manager role for our Chrome OS admin console team. So it is a senior level position. We are looking for an L6. If you want to know how that correlates with the role that you have at your current employers, we will just go to levels.fyi. It's a great way to check side by side to see where you're at your current employer, to see where you're matched with Google. So engineering manager. So we're looking for a full stack engineer in the Seattle Kirkland area. We are open to relocating a fantastic candidate for the position. So if you have front-end development experience, JavaScript experience, BOQ experience, and enterprise software experience, that'll be great. So for this position, let's see. So a little bit about the responsibilities of the role. You'll be helping identify growth opportunities for the team, work closely with PMs to refine requirements and tailor technical solutions, give technical guidance to the team, grow technical expertise of junior engineers. So it's about 8 full stack engineers on the team. So you'll definitely be managing performance of those particular individual contributors. Okay, so I'm gonna add that one to the chat. All right, so the next one is more of a lead position. So it's not a management position, but more of an IC role, but you'll be leading a team. So it isn't another L6 position, but it is remote. So you'll be a team lead for a team of about 6 to 10 engineers, and they'll be in multiple sub-teams. So preferably we're looking for skills in firmware, kernel, hardware system, architecture, device drivers, system integration. System design is definitely a plus for this position. And this is also on the Chrome OS team, but it will be on the platform enablement team. And I'm going to be adding that to the chat now. All right, so another engineering manager position for the Chrome OS team, it's gonna be the cross-device team. And also feel free to shoot me an email if you have any questions in regards to this. I can go into more detail. I just don't wanna, take up any more time, but this is also a remote position. So we're looking for skills in C++, Java, testing, JavaScript, team building, cross-functional collaboration, and technical design. And we're looking for either L6 or L7 level. So here is the link. I'm gonna add it in the chat. And I'll also be sure to post it on my profile as well. My email is also in the bio in my profile. Okay. So this one has been a tough one for us to fill. So we're looking for a graphics engineer. So it'll be an engineering manager, either L6 or L7. It'll be in the Bay Area. So we're looking for management, GPU programming, C, graphics and imaging, and C++. So this one has definitely been tough for us to fill for a while. So if you have graphics experience and you're open to relocation, or if you live in the Bay Area, definitely shoot me an email. I'll be glad to go into full detail about the team and anything that you have questions about. So this one doesn't have a direct link. Actually, wait, no. This one actually does. Never mind. Let me. And then I have one final role that I want to share. And that next role does not have a link. So you are going to have to email me directly. So this one is for our Chrome OS privacy team. It's also looking for an L6, L7 engineering manager. So this one, the required skills are Linux, Chrome OS, C, C++, communication, privacy, and security is definitely a plus. It's in the Kirkland, Seattle area, also in the Bay Area as well. That will be an alternate location for this particular position. And this one does not have posting, but I will be posting everything else on my page. The same links that I posted on the chat just now, I'll be posting on my page, and my bio also has my email. Please shoot me your resume and your LinkedIn. I'll definitely be happy to answer any questions that you may have. I'm not sure if there's anything else you wanted me to share, Jared.
No, that was perfect. And this will be recorded, so we'll be able to share this with the rest of the community as well to get you some more bang for your buck. But thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for sharing that. And if you want to, mute you real quick, or if you can mute your mic. But yeah, if you want to connect with Laurice, she has her email in the chat. Email in her profile, and you can ask some more questions there. All right, thanks. And Laurice, if you can try to mute your mic. Perfect. There you go. There's a little background noise. And Sharon, you just texted me that you had to run real quick. So is there any roles that you want to just quickly shout out before you have to bounce? All right, Sharon might already be.
I got to jump on another leadership call. Yes, I am recruiting for senior enterprise sales recruiters. You must be on the West Coast. Also for digital go-to-market recruiters, you can be remote for that role, must be a senior level. I'm looking for a senior change management project manager, must have experience in compensation or benefits. I'm looking for a global project manager, also must have experience in compensation or benefits. So you can reach out to me. I put my link in the room chat for LinkedIn, and you can reach out to me from there. Again, Michael and Jared, thank you so much for hosting, and I look forward to the next time. Everybody have a great evening.
Thanks, Sharon.
Yeah, and by the way, for the recruiters on stage, Sharon just tested around on Entra, and she posted a job role, and she shared in Clubhouse that she got 3 really quality candidates in her pipeline from Entra. So Sharon, thank you so much for sharing that yesterday. I actually clipped it and sent it to the Entra team, and they were, happy for that feedback. So yeah, thank you so much for pulling up, and we'll let you get to your next meeting.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Sharon. Yeah, that was awesome getting that that feedback instantly. It was cool.
Yeah. And just so everybody remembers, Sharon is from ServiceNow, one of the top tech companies in the world. So make sure to connect with her on LinkedIn and follow her on Entra. All right, so Glaze, you're up next. Let everybody know the roles you're trying to fill at Meta.
Thanks, Jarrett. So I'll start with our highest priority. So it will be the ML engineer pipeline. So our machine learning engineers here would have industry experience working on a range of classification and optimization problems. So if you're thinking about Meta as a company, looking at payment fraud, click-through rate prediction, click fraud detection, search ranking, text. With our ML engineers, we have different areas. So you could be a generalist ML engineer. So that would be somebody that's a hybrid between a data scientist and a software engineer here at Meta. So at other companies, you have data scientists that build the models and then hand them off to engineers who implement them. However, our ML engineers here, they do both. So they are responsible for the full end-to-end life cycle of the ML model from design to implementation. Our ML teams here spend their time about 60 to 70% model building and 30 to 40% writing production level code. When it comes to the different types of like skill set that we're looking for, you can either be an ML generalist where you'll focus on ranking and recommendation problems and infra, so ad, search, feed, marketplace. You could even be an AI specialist. So those tend to come from like more like academia, or if you have like a PhD. And then you have, we also have an ML specialist area where you can focus on a specific part of ML, whether that may be computer vision, natural language processing, speech recognition. So our ML engineers, you can be remote, you can be relocated to any of our engineering hubs all across the US. So you've got Menlo Park, SF, so San Francisco, Seattle, New York City. And then when it comes to specific teams at ML, we do have a really cool, like I would say like boot camp onboarding program. So it's really designed to immerse our engineers into our code base. You have exposure to all the teams that are hiring from all the different areas, from WhatsApp, Oculus, Instagram, and you get to learn everything that's Meta. Most cases right now, I'm looking at our internal jobs tool, and we have at least 150 plus teams that are open to candidates. So I will share the link. I did share it above, but I think a ton of people have posted since then. So I'll post the link again. And then in some cities, like for specifically like New York, we are looking for product generalists and systems generalists. So I can tell you the difference between them. A product generalist for us is typically someone that's like a full stack engineer. You're focusing on API design and product architecture. We would probably be looking at somebody with at least with this level 4 years of experience as a software engineer and full stack. And you can choose to be coding in any language that you're most confident with. We really do welcome all types of engineers with different backgrounds, no matter what your programming language is. And then we also have what we call a systems generalist at Facebook, which is typically a backend engineer for us. So you'd have experience building backend infrastructure software, familiar with C, C++, and Java. So I'll post those specific job descriptions as well. Thanks, Jarrett.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Glaze. And yeah, if you want to get connected with her, definitely connect with her on LinkedIn. Just search for her name there. But Glaze, what do you prefer in terms of reach outs? If anybody has any follow-up questions, or what's the best way to get their resume to you if they fit any of these roles?
LinkedIn, because then you could just attach right away their resume.
All right. Perfect. And yeah. Thank you so much for coming through. So we've had Google, we've had Meta, and so up next we're going to go to Amazon. So Kendall, please unmic and walk through the roles you're looking to recruit for. And if you have your desktop, feel free to share your screen.
All right. Thank you. Again, thank you guys for hosting this event. So the first thing I'll say is I'm looking for right now. Right now, robotics, we're trying to build from the top down. So we're looking for senior engineers. I posted it in here, but I believe it has gone away. Give me a second here. So just a brief overview of what's going on. So one of my teams, one of my teams is building a robotic arm that is actually going to be put in fulfillment centers across the world eventually, but right now it's a few of them. It's a robotic arm called Robin, and what this arm is going to do is literally pack and pull and pack different products for within the fulfillment center. So we're looking to build and scale this robotic arm throughout the fulfillment center. So if you want to get into that, please reach out to me for that one as well. Then I have another team who is building like end-to-end autonomous delivery of goods. So a robot, I'm sorry, is going to provide end-to-end autonomous delivery of goods. So, building, state-of-the-art cameras and other sensors like LiDAR, so that the system can actually perceive what's going on in the surroundings and within like vision and fidelity and things like that. So it's kind of, it's interesting work, great work for sure. And then we have another team that's actually going to build another robot of sort that is going to actually go around and also pick and pack as well. So you have an arm, and then you also will have another robot that's going throughout the fulfillment centers. These will be, right now we're looking for senior engineers. You don't have to have experience within robotics, but your experience is going to have to definitely be within back-end engineering. And your coding experience, it's an individual contributor role, but it's actually a lead developer for us. It's an SDE3. So our SDE3s on this team is going to be leading and mentoring teams, not so much of managing, but it will have you do a lot of code reviews, getting our junior developers up to speed, and then growing them to a senior level role. And then also for this team as well, we're looking for some mid-level developers as well. So the senior levels, we're looking for about 8 to 10 years experience with leading and mentoring, and then also that years of experiences, including with the back-end development. Any language is okay. Amazon is Java. With our robots, we do use C++ will be a great to have knowledge in, and then or C Sharp, C++, or C. And they also do a little bit coding in Python as well. Then we have our mid-level developers. Our mid-level developers are our backbone of coding. Our mid-level developers, SD2s, they're going to be coding a lot. Data structure algorithms, logical maintainable coding, system design is going to be huge. For all levels, the system design is going to play a major role here. So we are looking for mid-level developers as well, and then product management, product owners on the robotics side as well. That one would be that's an L7, so it's principal. But we're willing to drop it down to an L6 for a good candidate. These roles can be remote, but the relocation, if you are looking to relocate, it is there, and we do have a really good relocation package as well. I know a lot of people are apprehensive about the interview phase at Amazon. It can be a bit discouraging. However, I am here to help you guys. I've helped a lot of people get through the interview phase at Amazon. Again, it is intense, but together we will get through it for sure. I will post these roles on Entra, and then also I can post these roles in here as well. So if you guys want to reach out to me, please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. I think I put my LinkedIn on here as well. So thank you. If you have any questions in the chat, I'll be looking in the chat as well. But yeah, looking forward to connecting with people.
Thanks so much, Kendall. Real quick, I just dropped, I just made this post real quick. I just dropped it in the room chat here. Oh shoot, did that? Okay, all right, we're good. So if you come over, if you minimize the room, or if you click that link, you should come over here. If you come over here to the recent tab, or just click that link to this job post or to this post that I made. cool thing about Entra is you can post stuff live too. But I've been adding as many jobs as I can find with the links here to this thread. So if the recruiters or if anyone has jobs and stuff, you can just add a comment with the link to them here. I already added a few from the ones that I saw in the room chat, but we can kind of use this as maybe an easy way to keep track of all the stuff that you guys are posting, the jobs in the room chat there as just a single source, because the room chat will just get clouded with a bunch of stuff. And then for people who do want to post a job here on Entra to get resumes and stuff directly into their inbox, just come here and click create job. It's super simple, easy. It takes like a minute. And then we'll help also drive a bunch of applicants to these as well after the job fair as well for you guys. So yeah, thought I'd just share that real quick and we can get back to everything.
Thank you for that. Before we go to the next person, I did want to mention that we do have a software development manager position open as well within robotics as well. So the robotics, the managers, system design is going to be huge. Huge aspect, and then also managing people, managing people experience, about 4 to 5 years of that, and then for the management also, it's on our computer vision team. So the sensors that I was telling you about, we're looking for someone to come in and help manage that team as well. So reach out to me if you're interested in that, and then or our engineering roles as well. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Kendall. I appreciate it. Thank you, Google, Amazon, and Meta for sharing your roles. And this is a tech and Web3 virtual job fair, so I want to show the Web3 folks some love right now. And the gentlemen, I'm sure, are not going to mind. We're going to go ladies first. I see Walina from Roblox is on the stage. And so pay close attention to her role. She's hiring in a lot of places. So, Walina, this is a little bit more casual than Clubhouse in the sense that you don't have to rush through roles, worrying about, there's a million other recruiters on stage. So please be deliberate in just sharing all the roles you have at Roblox, what experience you're looking for, any guidance you can give to the job seekers. And if you're on your desktop, you can share your screen if you'd like. All right, Walina, you got it.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you again, Jarrett, for the invitation. Excited to be here with you all. As Jarrett mentioned, I am a recruiter at Roblox. We are hustling hard, I'm going to be honest with you, with finding fantastic talent. So I'm excited to see that there is a great place to find new people. As you all know, LinkedIn is crowded. So excited to be here to share some opportunities. So one of the first roles I want to share with you is a principal software engineer for our backend search. What's cool about this, and just to kind of give you some context, if you're not familiar with Roblox, we are a gaming platform where creators have the opportunity to build their own games on our platform and be consumed by anyone. What's really exciting about Roblox is our developers are not just adults, but also children. And I think last year we paid out over $100 million to our developer community, which again is not employees. So when your children are playing, feel free to encourage them because they are our future developers of the world and they get to make money doing it as well. So just so you all know that, feel free to continue to encourage development in your children as well. But so for this particular role with the principal software engineer position for the backend search, you are going to be working in all things in particular to what's shipping ultimately. So we're looking for someone who either has experience in Java, Python, C#, C++, whatever their accomplished language is. We're kind of open to that, but we are looking for someone who has experience in the search and discovery side of things, because what you're creating as an engineer in this role is going to be consumed by everyone that is creating on our platform, because you're going to be helping create the avatars and the clothing and all the little minor details you get to create within the platform. So I'll share. That was my laptop that fell, but who cares? I will share this in the link for you guys to apply and reach out to me. Easiest for me is going to be LinkedIn. If you have a profile, you can just let me know that you saw it from here so I can streamline you a little faster. The next position is going to be for our content suitability team. What's exciting about this is Roblox has historically been known as a child's game, but we are growing and we are growing up as a company. So our trending age group now is young adults. So you're from 16 to 24. And this particular team will help us continue to ensure that the right audience is looking at the right content. So the content suitability team is really making sure that we are keeping our platform safe for both adults and children, and ensuring that we're not cross-contaminating in any way unnecessary information that shouldn't be shared to the wrong age range. So this particular position is, again, going to be C#, C++, Java, Python. You know, if you have that level of experience, typically someone who has experience with end-to-end design, build, and deployment would be ideal in this position. Someone who has a very high technical depth. Roblox is very well known for being highly technical in the interviewing processes. We do have coding reviews and things like that. So we are looking for someone who is highly technical, typically anywhere from 5+ years shipping high complex coding. So someone who would be ideally a senior software engineer or a principal software engineer would be ideal for that position. And then lastly, just again, from a quick highlight of top 3 positions I'm working on, I have a engineering manager position. This particular person is going to be going into our creator foundation role. So again, working with real-time systems, we're doing building next generation tools and frameworks that enable the engineering teams to build larger products that go out to the greater ecosystem of our users. So we're looking for someone ideally, let's see, probably 10 to 15 years technical experience, but 3+ years. Say that again. Sorry, but 3+ years experience in large scale software deployments for larger organizations typically. So I will share the link for that position as well. And then if you happen to see any other positions that you feel you are a fit for, you're welcome to reach out to me directly. Of course, as a recruiter, I have a line of sight to, at least from the inside, of who is the recruiter for the role. And I am happy to put you forward in any way, as long as you feel that you're qualified for that position. So thank you.
All right, Roblox is in the building. So I love to hear that a company is like on the run for candidates. So y'all should be blowing up her if you are qualified for any of these roles, or you know people that are qualified these roles that may have dealt with the layoffs, but they're really skilled, or they just love Roblox and they just want to be part of an emerging company. So message her on Entra, message her on LinkedIn, and I think everybody will start getting comfortable with like message me on Entra, because it'll be less crowded as you start to just get familiar with the platform. But go ahead and message her in both areas, and best of luck to you in the job search with Entra. All right, cool. So I know it's kind of later for folks. So I'd love, if you are in a hurry and you need to speak next, just raise your hand. You can just click that more sign and then raise your hand, and I'll throw it to you next. Otherwise, I'll just pick randomly who will go next. So Kevin, we tried to get you to speak before, but we had trouble. Are you able to speak now? All right, Kevin might be having technical difficulties. And Kevin, if you hear me, you can leave the room and maybe come back. Are you there? All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Kevin, but Kevin's got some amazing Web3 roles. So, definitely make sure you tap in with him and check him out on LinkedIn as well. But follow him here as well, and hopefully we'll be able to hear from him. But up next, let's go with Donald Robinson, who has some Web3 roles. So Donald, please go for it.
Hey, thanks, Jared. Can everybody hear me okay? I am enthralled and I am fanboying over this platform, man. Entree is great, and thank you for promoting it. Michael, thank you for creating it. Here, I'm Web3 more personally. However, we do have roles that are dealing with robotics, so it's quasi Web3. I just wanted to talk quickly about a couple of roles we have with two of our clients. We're an outfit called Bear Tech. We help startups build great teams, and we have a couple of senior software engineering roles. I put them in the room chat. One is specifically for a company that deals with genomics and research for treating and curing cancer. And they're looking for someone with at least 5 years of experience with Python, Go, and Ruby, or a combination of both, a combination of all three, or at least two of all three. And also we have another client that is going through the Web3 space in robotics. They are in the food service space. So for robots that are going to make pizzas and burgers and fries, this is your outfit. They're looking for a senior software engineer with at least 5 years experience in Python, C, and React. And here I'm getting familiar with Entree. I love the platform. We'll most likely be posting more here as the days and weeks go on. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I put my link in the room chat. Might have to scroll up a little bit. And I'm just glad to be here. And again, Jared, thank you, brother, for promoting and inviting everybody to come to the job fair here, and looking forward to a lot of great things. Mike, hopefully, this platform is going to blow up pretty soon. I think it's great. I think it's the next best thing for techies and non-techies in the tech space looking to network and to build. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, man. Michael, you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say thanks, Donald, for coming through, man. And yeah, we're excited to grow. We're just getting started. We're growing, over 100% every month. So we're moving. We're gonna do a lot more of these. We're gonna be focusing a lot on tech and Web3 talent and working with companies to help place great people. And we're targeting and reaching out to basically all of these people that are getting laid off. We're getting them all coming on here and applying for jobs and helping them find new opportunities. So we've gotten a bunch of people from the Coinbase layoff, and we're getting a ton of really quality talent. So excited to start working with all of you and all these amazing companies to help create this magic of finding talent and helping companies. So happy to help in any way. Feel free to reach out to me and let me know how we can support.
All right, perfect. So we got another person from Amazon that just pulled up. So Melissa, I see your hand raised. Just go ahead and click the microphone and let everybody know the roles you're hiring for.
Hi, everybody. My name is Melissa, and I am currently looking for mid-level back-end engineers. I'm part of a new program where people can kind of pick where they get to go. So if you want to work remotely, we have remote opportunities. If you want to live in Miami in the sun, we have opportunities all over the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So it's a really great opportunity if you want to have a say-so in where you go. And I've already left my little email address in the chat. So I would love to connect. And if anybody has any questions or needs anything, just let me know. And thank you for your time.
Awesome, Melissa. And, if you want to get into any more detail, unlike Clubhouse, where it was kind of like everybody speaks for 60 seconds, if you want to get into any more detail about the roles, feel free. If that's all you want to say, then that's cool too. But I just want to give you the space because I know Clubhouse is kind of like more fast paced.
Yeah, and I definitely love Clubhouse, and I definitely love this. What I want to say is, I really feel like this is a great opportunity for mid-level. I've been hearing that, people have been wanting, 5 years of experience, whereas I'm looking for 2 years and above. So if you are not quite at that 5-year mark and you still want, an opportunity to prove, your back-end engineering skills, I have lots of opportunities. The great thing about this is like once you prove that you have the core skills to code and to do system design and microservices and things like that, the ball is really in your court. You get to decide where you work. You get to decide, do you want to work remotely or do you want to be hybrid? You get to decide, like what part of the country you live in, and you get to decide the projects. So basically, once you prove your core skills, you fill out like this really long survey. We have over 30 different departments to choose from, and you can kind of like pinpoint what projects are exciting to you. I know like we have some game studios. We have like lots of options. And that's what I really love, because you can kind of say, hey, I have a passion for like working on games. Let me join this studio. Or you can say, hey, I really want to work from home. I don't want to come into the office ever. We have fully remote roles. So this is a new kind of program in Amazon. Typically, people are just apply for one job and either you get it or you don't. For this, it's one application for a myriad of jobs. So you get to determine, what's important to you. And once you kind of identify what's important to you, and once you pass like the entry levels, like of just proving your coding and making sure it's like a cultural fit in terms of like,
She's just reconnecting, bear with her. But very, very awesome opportunity in terms of one application and then you get matched to the right role. That's really, really dope. So hopefully she reconnects soon.
Yeah, I could speak on that a little bit too until she comes back. It is a great opportunity. I'm not gonna lie. It's a way where you could like she said, you can apply, you interview. Once you interview, it's like you're interviewing for Amazon in its entirety, and it will get you to where you're looking for. So it is a great opportunity, and you just apply to one role that she has, and then you apply to a lot. So if you're looking for, like she said, if it's a senior, it's a mid-level role, 2 years of experience, back end Java heavy, and so apply and take your chances. It definitely is a great opportunity for sure.
Awesome. So Melissa should be back, but the recording's on, so her information should be in her bio. But feel free to message me if for whatever reason she didn't get a chance. Oh, there she is. All right, Melissa, real quick question. What's the best way to get in touch with you?
The best way to get in touch with me is twofold. The best way is through my email, because I check my email fanatically all day long. The second best way is my LinkedIn, and I'm going to leave my LinkedIn profile in the chat.
Perfect. And I see you filled out the bio very heavily, so your LinkedIn and email is in there as well. So thank you so much, Melissa, for popping in. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for inviting me. You've been a great resource, and everybody can learn so much from you. And I'm really grateful to have the opportunity to present this opportunity.
Amazing. And if you ever need a walkthrough of how to, post your roles on Entree, feel free to hit me up, and myself and Mike would be happy to help everybody on stage get comfortable with posting roles.
Definitely, because I really like this platform, and like we've been saying, LinkedIn is incredibly crowded. So just being able to get in on the ground floor is just really exciting.
100%. Awesome, Melissa. Well, thank you so much for coming again. And we're going to keep the show rolling with more roles. So, Kevin, I see your hands up. Cross our fingers. We're going to hear you this time. And let us know the Web3 roles that you're looking to place.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hallelujah.
Sure.
Praise everybody. Okay.
There we go.
I'm sorry. I've been at this since too long. Anyways, I want to echo everything Melissa said times 10. Man, this UI is beautiful. It's so visually pleasing. Michael, you and your team is doing a great job. Just wanted to mention that. And especially coming from the crowded space that is LinkedIn and really every other social. So great job and kudos on that. And really appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to speak here. So my name is Kevin. Quickest background. I'm formerly from Amazon. I recruited there for a little while and took my talents to co-found my own Web3 company. So our Web3 company is called Probably Nothing Talent, and we represent some really cool clients around the Web3 space. I'm going to detail, I think I can go over 5 different Web3 jobs amongst 4 different clients I have. Let me see. So I'll start with my client Influential. Influential is the largest influencer marketing company in the world by revenue, and they're currently looking for a Web3 director of strategy. So in this role, you'd serve as their subject matter expert for Web3, crypto, NFTs, avatars, whatever kind of derivative you want to use of Web3. They're looking for somebody that has extensive experience within blockchain. You understand blockchain as a consumer product, virtual influencers, avatars. You understand the NFT culture and community and so forth. In addition, being that it's blockchain and the products that they're going to release, they'd also want you to have experience within things like that you might not think for a role like this: banking, treasury services, international payments, as well. So I will go ahead and post the job in the chat as well. Give me 1 sec as I'm doing this, so at least you guys can kind of follow along as I'm mentioning it. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. And it's in the chat there as well. So if you're interested in there, please feel free to reach out to me here or on that crowded place that is LinkedIn. I do check those messages every single day, so feel free to reach out there as well. I have 2 other roles. So I should also mention that role is fully remote. So yeah. These 2 roles that I'm going to mention are for a really awesome company. The company is called 11's Club. They're the only 24/7 ultra club in the world. It's an incredibly immersive and adventurous experience. All you would have to do is do a search for 11s.com, and you'll see exactly what I mean upon arrival. So they are at the heart of Miami. So this is a search within the Miami area, and so they're looking for 2 roles. They're looking for a social media manager and a chief of, a COO. And so for the social media manager role, they're looking for somebody that can plan, execute, and optimize all their campaigns within, the major social platforms. Of course, again, being that it's a Web3 role, they'd like to have somebody that understands the culture of Web3, has been immersed within this space, and can speak the language of Web3 across their social platforms, really bringing in the social tone and the voice that they want to have for their product. And so what they've done is they recently released an NFT, 1,000 NFTs as a utility NFT. And so what it does is it provides access not only to the club, but they also have pop-up events that happen. They have hotels, they have restaurants, and they have a lot of access to different other areas of the entertainment and event space. So they really want somebody that can speak on the development and really speak on those events and things that are happening. In addition, we are also hiring a chief operating officer for this role as well. And so
Cut out.
Yeah.
He just disappeared. I was kind of looking forward to hearing that last job too. Jared, who do you want to pass it to while we wait?
Yeah, so I want to pass it to either John, Jordan, or Bez since they've been on the stage, but I want to say what's up to Anthony. He's an amazing resource for engineers, so make sure that you stick around for Anthony to introduce himself. But just out of fairness for those that have been on the stage the entire time, between Jordan, John, and Bez, who is really antsy to go next?
I could go ahead.
All right, Jordan, you got it.
All right, so my project that I'm working with, it might be a little bit more introduction to take than some of the others. States DAO. It's a Web3.
Jordan, real quick. Kevin just popped back in. Let's see if he can finish off real quick, and then we'll pass it to you.
Perfect.
Jordan, I'm so sorry. Apologies.
That's no worries.
Good for you for going on video. I should have done it. Good for you. Apologies.
I want to hear the 11's roll anyways. So.
I will be really quick. Yes. So excuse me. Let me go back. I'm having so many technical difficulties. Apologies, y'all. Okay. So the 11's crypto, I was on the chief operating officer. So yeah. So as I was mentioning, they had just recently released 1,000 NFTs, and they're wanting to bring in a chief operating officer to oversee the day-to-day administrative and operational functions of the business. Obviously performance and growth will be huge. So, you'd be in this role, you'd be designing the business strategies, the plans and procedures. You'd be establishing, the company culture and the vision within where they're wanting to go and how they're wanting to kind of expand their offering here. I'm trying to think of some other key points. So obviously within that, some qualifications. Looking for somebody that has experience and knowledge in areas such as HR, finance, and marketing. Obviously, you have exceptional leadership and organizational skills. Big, huge plus if you've worked at a high growth company or startup, as that's what they are. And then lastly, of course, as you can imagine, being a real curator, a real manager of relationships, being able to see those relationships along. Sorry, I am struggling here. Apologies. All right, and I have one more. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me also put those 2 roles in the chat for y'all to see, and I will drop those here in a moment. Let me just go over this last one here so I can get Jordan on. And again, I appreciate you giving me the space here. So I don't have an immense amount of information for these roles, but as to be quite honest, the Inc. has recently driven the contract of them being our client. But I do want to mention them because they're a really awesome company. And starting tomorrow, we will start recruiting for them. I just have to have my manager meeting that I have not had, which I will have later. So the company I'm going to mention is Artifact. So I don't know, whoever might not know the company within the space. Artifact was recently bought out by Nike. And what they are is they're a creator-led organization. And they use the latest in game engines, NFTs, and blockchain authentication, AR, VR, or no, excuse me, not VR, AR, and they combine that with the manufacturing expertise of Nike to create one-of-a-kind digital artifacts that are sneakers, and they turn them into real-life products for folks. So again, the ink is dry, so I don't have much information, but we will be recruiting front engineers and full-stack engineers. So if you feel like you would be qualified for a role like that, I will have more information tomorrow, and I'll post it here on Entra and on my LinkedIn as well. So if you feel like you're interested in that role, please feel free to reach out, and I will get you more information on that tomorrow. Thank you so much, Jordan. Really appreciate it again. Sorry about that.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, Kevin, can you walk through that last role again? That sounds really interesting. The Nike role thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't run through it too much. I will be just brutally honest with the 87 people and you amazing recruiters here. Literally just got off the horn and signed the contract with them. So we will start. I will have my meeting with the hiring manager tomorrow. But as of right now, I just know that we will be hiring a full stack engineer and a front end engineer. I unfortunately was not able to get into an in-depth enough conversation with the CEO of the company in order to get you more information. Apologies, Kendall. But for anybody that is interested in hearing more, it is a ridiculously awesome company. Anybody that knows Artifact and knows the products and the team that they put out, they're amazing. So yeah, if you are interested or would like to know more, I will have more information come the afternoon tomorrow after I'm able to get to better understand how we'll be supporting them.
Awesome, Kevin. I appreciate that. And yeah, so this just kind of lets everybody know like the quality of the companies that are going to be coming through. So you definitely want to make sure to be on the lookout for the next career fair that we'll be doing, which will probably be somewhere towards the end of the month after NFT NYC. But Kevin, thank you so much for coming through. Always great energy, always great roles. And we look forward to getting them filled through the Entree Marketplace. So yeah, thank you for coming through. All right, without further ado, we got my man Jordan, who had the pleasure of meeting at Consensus in Austin, and he has this really amazing DAO that is looking for talent. So Jordan, please take the floor.
Yeah, thanks, Jarrett. It was really interesting meeting Jarrett over at Consensus. I was actually staying at a hacker house. This is my first time doing so, and it was a week long of 50 people at any given time in this big house in Austin, Texas. You know, engineers, VCs, protocols, all there, networking, and that's how I met Jarrett. He came to one of our events, so it was a pleasure, and thank you for inviting me. And yeah, Kevin, thanks for passing the torch. I will second that. Artifact is a great company, probably one of the leaders that will still be around, come this next cycle and in the years to come, especially after getting acquired by Nike. They make some really great NFT products. So to kind of get into that, I think it's important to note like the Web3 space and where it's at right now. Obviously, there's price action all in the news. But if you were to have just gone to the event, a Consensus of this last week, you probably wouldn't even have checked your phone for the price action, of course, unless you had alerts on. But just the amount of energy and the amount of talent in this space right now is, from what I hear, I wasn't around early Silicon Valley, but that's the examples that have been passed to me from people who were around, who maybe are venture capitalists now or successful business people. Getting people from all around the world in one place, I think there's 200,000 people of foot traffic just in Austin. And I can imagine that NFT NYC is going to be more than that. You really can see that regardless of price action, that it's a vibrant space where this is where some of the building blocks of the future are going to be, whether it's a financial aspect or from a technical side. So to introduce StateStyle, a little bit of background: our founder created the largest coding boot camp, so basically a Web2 coding boot camp in South Korea, and he created StateStyle to kind of become the globalized version of that. And because it's a DAO structure and because it's Web3, it allows this talent pool and capital that he has from this existing company to exist all across the world, because Korean culture relative to American culture is very different. Most countries understand American culture when it comes to business and startup culture. There's really not much of a startup culture in Korea. So that's why he started StateStyle, and the goal is to make StateStyle basically a decentralized Y Combinator. If you're not familiar with Y Combinator is basically an incubator accelerator program where young and talented, doesn't even have to be young, individuals join a fellowship, and they're matched up with professors or mentors. We call them mentors. And they're given a little bit of an incentive to build a project that's deployable, and hopefully after that, that's when they can raise money from either us through our investment arm, our investment DAO, or our investment partners. Our founder is a very prominent entrepreneur in Korea, so he has connections with some of the top crypto venture capitalists in the space, including, I'm sure a lot of you know, A16Z. That's another point I would like to touch on, that they raised one of the biggest funds ever recently of $4.5 billion. And I'm sure that they're really loving the fact that price valuations are getting reset. But a note from them is that they really think that Web3 is where Web2 was in 2009. 2009, coming off the financial crisis, we had Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Uber, Airbnb, all of these big, monolithic companies. That's where their foundations were met, and that's what A16Z, Andreessen Horowitz, thinks is the opportunity in Web3 now. So where I think the opportunity is, where sets StateStyle apart, is that we are able to partner with any network or any ecosystem in crypto, because we're an education platform and we're onboarding developers into Web3. That is something that everybody needs. I'm sure it's the same in Web 2. As I've heard a lot of roles that are open are engineering roles, but we have a consistent pipeline coming from our boot camp in Korea. But right now, I'm the first US hire, so this is a startup environment, and we're going to be expanding into the US. So that's getting people from university blockchain groups. That's getting people who are coming from Web 2. People who have been recently laid off that want to make the leap to join these well-capitalized companies. So someone just asked, are there any roles in tech not related to coding? Well, I can speak to that specifically for our company. I'll get into the roles now. But so here, I'm gonna I can share my screen, right? Yeah.
Yes, you can. Let's get it.
All right, so let's share my screen. So this is our website, statestyle.club. So as you can see, we're a fellowship and grant aggregator. I might have skipped this. We work off of grants. For the most part, that is our main stream of revenue. So we go to other network ecosystems. It could be Polygon, it could be Near Protocol, it could be Terra Protocol. There's a bunch of protocols out there that we can work with, and we get grants. And the way our fellows are incentivized are token incentives from those grants, so that they can build applications upon their network. So this is our website. And then if you click careers, these are the positions that we have available right now. So we have the head of statestyle, which is like basically the project operator, someone who is very well versed in crypto and has an entrepreneurial spirit and wants to help grow a project globally. We have a business development manager. This is someone who is working with our prospective partners, helping to get more grant funding, helping to manage marketing relationships, so on and so forth. An investment associate. So this is someone we're looking for who has a VC background, because they're going to be basically doing all of the due diligence on our investment DAO. Again, our founder gets a lot of deal flow from very, very good deals. And this is a perk of being in our DAO, is having access to the investment DAO. The investment DAO not only invests in the projects that come out of our program, but also they get the opportunity to invest in rounds with other prominent VCs. A content manager, pretty straightforward. It's basically social media manager, someone that could manage Twitter, Medium posts, Discord, and any other content like YouTube that we decide to produce. A PM. We have several verticals that make up the DAO. So we have the fellowship, and the fellowship makes up the collective fellows and mentors. We have our grant program. We also have our investment DAO, and then we have the whole technical side of the DAO, where it comes to things like the tokenomics, the governance. Probably would be preferred to have some crypto knowledge, because DAOs are very specific tooling that are new, but are much so on the rise in terms of usage and creation. A blockchain engineer, so we're looking for someone who has experience with blockchain to help build our curriculum out further. Community manager, someone that can come in and help manage the community, our Discord, our Twitter, talk to the community, talk to our customers. And developer relations, this is someone who helps manage developer expectations, helps manage the days, the in and outs of the like where all engineers should be, like evangelizing the product to other developers. So those are our roles that are available. They are all remote, and our founder focuses on outcome driven results. So I would say that it's not your typical environment where whether you're part-time or full-time, because we do hire for both, you have a specific time you have to work, or you have a specific amount of hours you work. All our founder and our leadership cares about is that you're outcome driven. So if you can produce results in the time that you have allocated, because we understand, there's a lot of people coming from Web 2 who are or still in Web 2 who maybe don't want to take the full leap yet into crypto, into Web 3. We focus on outcomes. So I would say that is the meat of us. I hope, I did the pitch really fast and you can understand it. We can't really bounce back and talk about it. But we do education sessions every week, so you can pop by our Twitter, join our Discord to join our live sessions. You can find all of our information in my bio. So the best place to reach out to me, it's a little bit different than like Web 2. You can message me on Telegram or Twitter. You can also email me. I don't use LinkedIn as much anymore. But our job boards and our official website are also in my bio, and I also posted it to my profile, so maybe it's in some people's feeds. And I'll also just really quickly share it in this chat room so everyone has it. But yeah, I mean, if you just like to talk about Web3 in general and get educated, like I'm always open for a quick call. It is a little bit different, but I can say that my background is in Web 2. I also worked in traditional finance. So like I'm coming from both worlds, which is now crypto. I'm always happy to talk about it. There's a lot of skills that people possess from both of those worlds that are transferable. It's a different work environment. It's more flexible, but there is so much knowledge and opportunity in the space. I mean, I lost a lot of money and I'm still in it, because I truly do believe and feel that this is like where at least a portion of our future is headed. And there's a lot of people who would probably agree with me. So thanks, guys.
Absolutely, man. I feel the passion, and yes, definitely check out the website. Get to know the DAO. They're expanding in the United States. If you feel like you're a good fit for one of those roles, and what I like about those roles too is it was a mix of technical and also just more so non-technical. So if you have transferable skills that can make you a community manager or something of that effect, definitely make sure to tap in with Jordan and be a part of the DAO and just get to know the organization and all the opportunities that are there. All right, cool. So I see John Gabriel and Bez. Which one of you has an urgent need to go next? And then last but not least, we'll go with Anthony, since he came a little later, and John and Bez have been waiting for a minute. So John or Bez, if either of you want to go next, because I know it's been some time. All right, Bez, you got the mic.
It's okay. John can go if he wants to go first. I'm in no rush.
What a gentleman.
I appreciate it. Hello everyone. Thank you, Michael, for having this. I did join Entra bits. I did see the hard work that Michael and everyone put. So yeah, thanks for bringing us together here. I'll just talk a little. So I have some. I've been working on some things. So one of the major projects I'm working on is Xpera, which is, I kind of call it my evening job. It's a startup. I founded last year in April. It's an augmented reality platform. It's called XEarth. I'll drop the link in the chat so you can check out. We did release an app on iOS and Android, so you can check it out. Basically, the goal of our platform. So we have not entered the crypto space yet, but our platform allows anyone like you, let's say you want to put like a beacon, like an augmented reality beacon at a specific location. And let's say, you want to put Pikachu in front of your house. Our platform will allow you to do that, and anyone who, aim their phone at your house at a specific location will see that. So, so we're self-funded. I started out by, working in the Amazon warehouse and at CVS, and we're self-funded at this point. We do have team members in California, Texas, Florida, and our lead engineers in Ireland. So have great respect for the engineering team and developers. So yeah, we're looking for backend developers or people who have specialty in augmented reality to join our team. We do use C#, Unity, and Oracle Cloud, along with Node.js and .NET. So yeah, recruiting for that. That's my evening project. And then for my day job, which is actually how I fund all of this, is I'm recruiting for field companies across the U.S. One of the major company I want to talk about is Terran Orbital. And so it is because you're working, so if you want to really get involved with satellites and you have at least 2 to 3 years of C++ skills working with embedded software, you can check out my LinkedIn. I will drop that link as well. So I'm recruiting for that role for a flight software engineer. Salary range depends on experience and competencies, around 100 to 180K plus company equity. So we're rapidly, Terran Orbital is a rapidly developing company, give you a chance to work on satellites and embedded software. So encourage you to check that out. If you want to learn about any other opportunities, we do have a role also in Mount Pleasant, Texas. And that role is for IT solutions architect. They're spearheading their technology department. So I am connected with a few roles, so just feel free to reach out to me on Entra, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, and I'll get to know you. So you can just say hi or anything and shoot me your resume, and I'll see where I can help. So yeah, I'll hand it off from there.
Jared, you you still with us? Thanks, John Gabriel. I appreciate it. I don't know, Jared, if you just forgot to unmute, but I think next up with Bez, I'll pass it over to you if you want. There's some squeaking in the background. I don't know if that.
Yeah, I got something going on here. Don't pay attention to that, please. It's embarrassing. I think my laptop fan has just gone out. So, anyways, my name is Bez Renhefo. I'm an executive search headhunter, and I recruit for healthcare, tech, and Web3. Right now, I'm going to give you HR-focused jobs. I have a client that doesn't want us to do tech, but wants us to first focus on their HR jobs. And I've got some Web3 jobs that are coming down the pipe. So, but here's what I've got, and I'm going to put this in the chat as well. I've got 4 real important positions for them. One is a senior director of talent acquisition. And to give you the scale of this healthcare system, they're in North Carolina. They have over 14,000 employees, and it is, they're connected with a school of medicine that's pretty prestigious. So that these 4 jobs, I'm talking about the same client. They're also, so they're looking for that senior director talent acquisition. They're looking for somebody that is not scared. This is basically burn stuff to the ground, to the stud level, and go and just rebuild that whole talent acquisition department to a functioning level. Right now, the recruiters have each about 180 recs each, and that's not sustainable. So we're lucky that they're still alive. And that's not even funny. But anyways, the next position is they're looking for director of employee relations. They're going into a COE model, so center of excellence or center of expertise, and that way the other HR professionals do not have to do investigations, and they'll range from simple to very complex, healthcare violation type of investigation. So this person is going to be charged with building that whole department up and hiring new people. So that's one of those positions, same client. The next 2 positions are very similar. One's called the Regional Employee Relations Consultant, and then you have an Employee Relations Consultant. 2 different positions, but really doing the same thing. One is the Employee Relations Consultant is there at the health system on campus. And then the second employee relations is called the Regional Employee Relations Consultants. They have a community hospitals in the rural areas. And so this position is going to be focused in servicing those hospitals. So probably do quite a bit of traveling. So I'm going to post these in the chat. I put my email, contact information. You can also look me up on LinkedIn, and let me see how this looks. But anyways, yeah, that's I put my email and LinkedIn. Either way, I'll get a hold of me. Or if any of you know anybody, please let me know. Love to fill these positions so I can get onto the tech and Web3 type of positions that we have coming down the pipe. Thank you very much, Jared and Michael. Appreciate, love the UI. I really do enjoy it, Michael. And some of the cool features. I can replace Zoom. I can replace other audio platforms. So love the innovation happening in this space. Keep up the good work. And Jared, as always, thanks for, organizing and putting these things together. You do a phenomenal job.
Appreciate you, Bez. And yeah, this is just the beginning. I'm really excited about where Entre is going. And I've been able to peek behind the curtains and see some of the new innovation they're going to bring to the table. So when it comes to staffing for tech and Web3, I think I know they're going to disrupt the market in a good way, because we're going to get you in a position to get the roles, and we're going to get the recruiters all the best talent in this space. So last but not least, I got my man Anthony D. Mays, who has this amazing organization doing amazing things. Shout out to him and Serena Williams. So Anthony, unlike, Clubhouse, where you have to really talk fast because there's a large stage and, all that kind of pressure, feel free to, just kind of walk through all the opportunities you have for engineers and, let people know who you are.
Mic issues. Hey, Anthony, if you're on web, you might need to enable permissions. I'm not sure if you're in your browser or not, but you might have to come up here and enable your permissions. I don't know if you click that or not. And then just refresh the page and come back in. It should work fine. And for everyone who's stayed with us, there we go. What's up, Anthony?
What's going on? Can you hear me all right?
Good, man. Your camera's looking good.
Yeah, I try, thank you so much for inviting me into space. Thanks for helping me troubleshoot. I realized I needed to come back, jump out and jump back in. So I'm sure that there's a feature request for adding a video and mic configuration button in the UI, but as a software engineer, I understand how this stuff goes. I appreciate that we're this far. So I finished eating my burrito and I'm still working on my bag of chips, but I just wanted to come through because anytime Jared is holding the space or opening up a room, I kind of want to be there to promote what's good. Just real quickly, I'm Anthony D. Mays. I was a software engineer at Google for 8 years. I left in February during Black History Month. That just happened to be a coincidence. And I've been in tech for 20 years. I'm all about sending the ladder back down because I've experienced quite a bit of success in my own tech career, and I want to make sure that other people are able to do it better than I did, which is why I wanted to come here and share with you a program that I just recently got involved in called Brilliant Black Minds. Right now, this is a program that is specifically catered to Black engineers in the US, Black software engineers who are looking to level up in their interview preparation. You get free mock interviews, along with feedback, along with workshops, and along with connections to employers. And so if you are a Black engineer in the US, this is the opportunity for you. I did not have programs like this when I was coming up. I had to learn the hard way by getting my 4-year computer science degree that took me 5 years to get, failing the Google interview once, and then succeeding on my second time through. If you are not Black in the US, sign up anyway. We do have a wait list. I think that this program is only going to expand and grow as we get this right. And I think there's an excellent opportunity to really connect people with information that they've been missing. If you're not able to take advantage of Brilliant Black Minds yet, don't worry. I am also the founder of Morgan Latimer LLC, Morgan Latimer Consulting. What I do is I professionally coach candidates in interview prep. So for some of the jobs that you've heard about, if they have coding assessments and interviews, or actually it doesn't matter what kind of interview they have, I have a lot of experience in interviewing and helping people to understand how to navigate that process. And so I'm here to be a partner with you to help you understand how to plan appropriately and correctly, how to think through things like algorithms, data structures, big O, how to write good code for an interview situation, how to do those take-home projects, how to survive the behavioral interview, all of those things. And so I want to be helpful to you. You can reach out to me at morganlatimer.com. That's Latimer with 1 T. Yeah, so far I've been enjoying the few minutes that I've been spending on Entree. Feel free to tap in with me and follow, because I have no problem investing in new cool things and living on the bleeding edge. And I would love to just help you all in your journey. So that's really, at the end of the day, what I'm about. I want to help you succeed, and if I can do that, I definitely want to be effective in that and do it well. So please feel free to hit me up, DM me. You can find me on all the things at Anthony D. Mays, including here on Entree. So Anthony D. Mays on TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, all that stuff, and just let me know how I might be able to serve or support. I write a lot of articles, and I try to do YouTube videos, TikTok videos, whatever, just to get the information out on how to be successful, which leads me to, last of all, revealing that I just released an article yesterday about thinking about technical interviewing from the interviewer's perspective. So I wrote an article about 9 things that you probably didn't know about your technical interviewer. But when you are prepared to think about interviewing, not just from the seat of the interviewee, but from the position of the interviewer, that can help you to be better prepared. So that's the kind of information that I have out there, and I want to be supportive. So let me know how I can be a light. With that, thanks, Jared. Appreciate you having me up here. Thank you, Michael, for the work that you and your team have poured in the Entree. This is cool.
Thanks for coming through, Anthony. And yeah, drop any links or, where people can learn more about you and, connect with you in the room chat there for people. Looks like some people are asking for it. So great stuff, man.
Awesome. So I believe that's our last presenter of today. I think if Jordan, John, Bez, Donald, Melissa, or Anthony are open to a question or two, we can have people raise hands and just ask a couple questions real quick. So Simplex had his hand up before. Simplex made. So let's see what kind of question he might have. Did he bounce? All right. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, I can hear you.
Yeah, hey guys. So I've been on Clubhouse a little bit, but I love this new space of platforms. I have been introducing myself a little bit. So I basically reinvented graphic design in this really cool way. It produces all of these cool vector results without like a pencil, really efficiently, really abstractly. If you want to check out my website, simplexmade.net. But if anyone's looking for an NFT artist or that sort of thing, graphic designer, let me know. Shoot me a message. That's pretty much it. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. So if anybody, the artist, is looking for an NFT designer, feel free to hit up Simplex Made. And yeah, I appreciate you for coming up. But yeah, I know it's late tonight for those in the room. So we're gonna just go ahead and wrap things up. But yeah, make sure to follow Jordan, follow Michael, follow John Gabriel, Donald, Bez, Melissa, and Anthony as they get to know this app. They have some amazing resources. I'm sure when they get comfortable with the app, they're going to start doing their own rooms and giving resources out in that way. We'd love to have Stace Dow do a session here. We'd love for Anthony and, Serena Williams to pop up and do a space. So, yeah, I'm going to pass the mic to Michael to just kind of say any final words.
Yeah, let's definitely get Serena up in here. I just realized that I'm wearing the same shirt that's in my profile picture. So that's cool. But tonight was awesome. Thanks, Jared, and everyone for coming up. This was great. I think we're going to continue to do this every couple weeks or at least once a month to help, companies and then also a bunch of talents and people looking for jobs and opportunities find cool new things that are out there. We're, growing, 100% month over month, and we have no signs of slowing down. And I think with all the layoffs happening, there's going to be a lot more people looking for jobs and opportunities. So we're going to continue to grow out that side of our business, and would love everyone to, continue to hang out here. I encourage everyone to, fill out your profiles, post content, share what you're working on, connect with people here. There's a ton of cool people here. Everyone's down to network. Everyone's super chill and cool. And if you are creating content or want to do live streams or want to do events, let us know. Let us know how we can help support those, help promote those, both virtual or in person as well. We did a big Web3 happy hour here for Consensus. I got to see Jared in real life, and I know he connected with some cool people there as well. And for any job seekers, let us know what kind of jobs you're looking for, and job posters hiring people. Feel free to reach out to us. We're working with some companies like on a more kind of like individual level and managed level to help send them even some great talent, and we're doing some sourcing and screening for some companies too. So keep us posted how we can help all of you, and thanks so much for coming out, spending your night with us. And this was great. I look forward to it. Feel free to DM me here on Entra. I'm definitely, all over the place on, Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram and stuff, but obviously using our own app a lot more than those. So feel free to reach out. Happy to chat with anyone, or feel free to, try to connect, and, let's try to make these, job fairs awesome. I do want to, try to get an in-person one together at some point, either here in Austin or New York or like Miami, one of these, tech hubs, and do like an in-person, like really cool, tech and Web3 job conference or an event with a bunch of like cool companies. So we'll see about that. Yes, Entra. That's how you pronounce, like, that's how we pronounce it, because it's just short for entrepreneur. But depending on which country you're from, you might say entrepreneur. So, it can kind of go both ways. But yeah, it's the inception of entrepreneur, because we're focused on helping entrepreneurs, supporting entrepreneurs of all types. So yes, thanks for clarifying that. And Jarrett, I'll pass it back to you to wrap things up. And if there's anything else that anyone has to share, it's kind of open stage here.
Yeah, I have a question, and I've been meaning to ask you this, but now is a good time because everybody else can benefit from the answer. What are the points about, and what are the applications or benefits of them?
Yeah, for sure. So the points are that's basically the precursor to what's going to be our in-app currency, essentially. So dealing with crypto transactions on mobile app stores is very difficult. There's not really a way around it necessarily with the app stores. They want their cut, right? So how pretty much every app gets around this is they have an in-app currency that you can buy through the app stores, and then use that inside of the app, and then redeem it or cash it out later for dollars, right? Our goal and the points is kind of twofold, right? It represents a way for users who are contributing to the platform through content and through inviting and growing the network to earn a reward for being a good part of the community, a good contributor to the community. And it also acts as a way to validate and basically kind of essentially verify that user is a good actor within the community. So it's a way for us to prevent against spam and bots and all of these things as well, because we're going to be limiting as we grow. And this is a huge platform with all these other social platforms. As we grow, we're going to be limiting functionality for people that don't have a certain amount of points. Right. And what this does is it sets kind of these inherent limits onto new accounts as they come in. So they can't do a bunch of things right away. Like, we want people to be able to use the platform, obviously, and get involved, but we can have limits and kind of stages as people grow. They get points, they're adding, contributing to the platform. So in short, yeah, the goal is to, the points will basically act as this in-app currency that users will get for getting upvotes on their content, for doing events and people coming to those events, for inviting other users and helping to grow the community out. And they'll be able to, at a later point in time, redeem those points for cash, crypto, prizes, merch, other things through the platform. So we're still trying to figure out the best way to do this because there's a lot of, legal things when you start using the word currency and stuff. And we have to be very careful with the app store. So that we've been, trying to, make sure we do it the right way so we don't run into issues as we grow. But yes, points right now are basically right now they're mostly acting as a validator of the individual. So the more points you have, the higher you're going to show up in like the search results in the network section. And the more you're going to be recommended to other users. And the more points you have, you're going to get more followers faster because you're going to show up a lot more throughout the platform. We know that you're a good user if you have a lot of points because you've created content that gets upvotes and you've invited other users that have joined, right? So that's how we've been approaching it. Things might change. We're constantly looking to, make things better and make the experience better. But that's how we've been looking at points. So I hope that all made sense. I know that was a lot.
No, that's dope. I'm a big fan of, gamification. So I want to win. So I'm going to get the most points.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, we don't want to go like too overboard with it. I think we just want to make sure we do it the right way. We have a lot of stuff going on and we want it to be valuable for people, but we don't want people just to game it, right? We want to make sure people are doing it in the right way so that they're not trying to get points in a very like spammy way or like automated way that makes them better, but they're not actually adding real value to the platform. So we're trying to figure that out. If anyone has any ideas or wants to talk about it, like happy to do that as well. And we're excited to keep growing. We're excited for all these new people coming in, and we're excited to start working with everybody and some of these companies too on a lot of different things.
Awesome. Yeah, I was halfway joking. It's not that serious, but I get it though. Like in terms of just encouraging the steps that you can do with points, it gets you comfortable doing it, and then you start doing it more because you're engaging, you're building your network, you're building relationships from creating the posts and adding value, things like that. Last thing I want to ask you about, I think would be interesting for the audience is. When it comes to getting paid as a content creator on Entra, what are some of the opportunities to do so, whether it's social audio rooms or as somebody that posts?
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely looking. I kind of mentioned earlier that we want to connect with kind of as many creators as possible, especially people that are doing like podcasts, live streams, YouTube channels, things like that. We want to work with you, even events and stuff for people building communities. We want to work with you. We want to figure out ways to collaborate and help you get paid and grow your following on a new channel as well. So one of the things that we're rolling out soon, and we're going to be talking a lot more about here. I just dropped the link. Just join Entra.com/creators. We're going to be rolling out this creator fund. We're excited to start partnering with a lot of creators and influencers. These are going to be mostly people that already have existing followings or at least some following on other platforms or have a podcast or already creating content in one way or another. But we're going to start building this program out and going to start partnering with creators to actually get them paid. Like, we will pay them in crypto if they want. We don't have to. We'll do USD or USDC mostly. But the goal is to help these young, up and coming creators who are creating great content out there, but aren't yet getting paid from these existing platforms, or they're not big enough yet to do brand deals, right? So that's kind of our sweet spot. Obviously, we have a Web3 focus, tech focus, personal development focus within our platform. We are, building this out as like a safe space for just real, like professional business, personal development, health and wellness. We're an apolitical platform. We don't want to really focus or deal with any content related to that stuff and all the drama and issues of other social platforms. So if you are creating content or already have a existing following, whatever, let us know, apply for the Creator Fund, and happy to chat about all of this as we continue building out and we continue growing.
All right, and last question, and I'm gonna let you go get dinner. What is the pro option, and why should people upgrade?
For sure. So what, and I'll kind of go through this real quick, but so the pro subscription gets you access to the big thing right now is if you come to the marketplace, all these deals and discounts on software and services. So we have over 120 different partners, a lot of big companies here that are, a lot of people are using anyway on a regular basis, all sorts of software, lawyers, accountants, all of that stuff. You get access to all of these deals. You also get access to record meetings and events and rooms like this, so you can repurpose that content elsewhere. The other thing pro users get is discounted transaction fees. So you have the ability through Entra to connect your Stripe account and actually do paid events and ticketed events. So my Stripe account's already connected. You can, basically connect your Stripe account and do paid events and everything through here. Pro users get a discounted transaction fees, meaning we only take 5% of transaction fees versus 10 for free users. So this is, cool. We want to help people basically save money and make money through the premium subscription, right? That's our whole goal, is like, how can we help as many people as possible save money on the software they're already using and help them make money easier and faster and build a business through our platform. So there's a lot of things that we have coming within that. And there's a lot of more things that are going to be rolled out later. So if you guys have ideas on features, if you're having any, maybe some bugs or anything, let me know, let us know. We're going to be doing a lot of testing and rolling out some new versions of the app over the next few weeks. We have our big Entra 3.0 launch coming up and our funding announcements, and we're going to be growing like crazy the rest of this year. So excited to have you all be part of this.
Awesome. Well, that was helpful for me. Hopefully it was helpful for those in the audience. So yeah, make sure to log into Entra, get active, post, network, follow each other, and look forward to seeing you in this app. And looking forward to the next career fair. And I'm sure we'll be doing other types of content that'll be more just conversational in these social audio rooms. So follow me, follow Michael, follow everybody on stage, follow each other in the audience, so that when we do host events, you'll get alerted and you'll be able to pop in these rooms and network. So thank you so much for being here. Share the recording. Michael, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. How can people share the recording once this room is over?
100%. What we'll do is we'll get this posted up on our YouTube channel. I'll drop the link in for that. I just dropped my email and the link to Entra Pro and my tag on social and stuff. Here's our YouTube channel as well. We're posting a ton of content out on here. Also all the recordings from rooms and stuff that are going on. And we'll post this here. If you subscribe, you'll get a notification when the video is live, if you missed some of it earlier. And what we'll do is we'll get that. Once that's done, we'll post that out. We'll post this and tag everyone, all the recruiters and everyone that came through tonight on social. And we'll try to we'll post all the links to the jobs too. And we'll try to get it shared around quite a bit on these other social platforms as well.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go to shut it down. Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate you, and we will see you in these entree streets.
See you, everyone. Cheers. Peace out. Have a great
Thanks,
night.
guys. It was good.
Everybody. Thanks so much for coming.